Greetings. I'm the ghost of misplaced faith. I know, spooky, right? Do you know what evil looks like? Sounds like? Maybe you've seen images in movies and TV. Things that make your skin crawl, that send a chill down your spine, or that make you look over your shoulder to see if anyone is lurking behind. We humans are a very superstitious bunch. We can see patterns, find meaning in things that simply aren't there. Genetically Modified Skeptic recently provided several examples of messages humans have found where no message was intended. I'll link that video in case you're intrigued, but before you head over there, I wanted to talk about some spooky symbols in honor of the spooky season. What kinds of things are spooky? Ghastly, ghoulish, bizarre, blood-curdling, creepy, crawly, chilling, macabre. Words. Words are symbols, or more properly, signs that point to things. But words themselves can carry a gruesome, grim, and horrifying nature. Don't believe me? Ask 10 people how they feel about the word moist. While words can carry their own quality of spookiness, it can also be the thing the word points to symbolically that is spooky. Words like spider, murder, atheist, and cult, death, demon, Satan, and Detroit. In these words, it's not the quality of the word itself, but the concept it represents that brings the scare. Some words aren't so much scary as they are occult, which can have a spooky effect over time. In Judaism, the name of God was to be treated with utmost respect. This respect was outlined in the second of the 10 Commandments, which stated, "Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain." Throughout some versions of the Bible, the effect of this commandment can be seen where the name of God, Yahweh, has been replaced with the all-caps word Lord, translated from Adonai. While Yahweh's name may not seem so scary, the punishments for breaking said commandment in the Old Testament were clear, and certainly frightening enough to deter one from using it, until even the use of such a sacred symbol itself becomes enough to send a chill down one's spine.
Tell me about it. I just hear that name and I shudder. Mufasa. Do it again.
Those who view religious symbols as sacred likely don't see how they can seem spooky to the rest of us. But the mere sense that something is being hidden is uncanny enough to drive our fight or flight sense wild. It's not secret, it's sacred, they might say, but this only raises suspicions. The word occult is widely used today to refer to ideas that don't fit into science or popular religious beliefs. But occult comes from Latin, originally meaning to hide or conceal. A secret is something that is meant to be known only by a select group of people. Occult is defined as something that is not revealed, hidden from view, not easily apprehended or understood, communicated only to the initiated, esoteric. If religious ceremonies include hidden or mysterious knowledge or sacred signs and symbols that must not be revealed to those who don't know them, then they are occult practices by definition. Occult language is often depicted as the password to supernatural power, whether that be the resurrection of lost souls, the manipulation of physical matter, or summoning fictional characters on the spot.
Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice!
When religious practices are kept from the public eye, the public mind is left to wander, leaving us to wonder, what are these sacred rituals, signs, and symbols, and are they spooky? Why was 6 afraid of 7? My 5th grade best friend would have said because 7, 8, 9, but I know that it's because numbers are spooky.
2 + 2 is 4, -1, that's 3.
Spooky.
Maths.
But not only on Friday the 13th. Let's talk about the number of the beast. The number 666 has come to be known as the symbol of ultimate evil, be it the Antichrist, the beast, Leviathan, the devil, or something else. The 18th verse of the 13th chapter of Revelations says, "Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. But why is that his number, you might ask? Religion for Breakfast did a fantastic video explaining the origins of the number of the beast, which was one of the inspirations for the video you're watching now. If you want to know more about this topic, I recommend you check that video out. It seems that the number 666 is an example of gematria, which was common in the ancient world. Gematria is a system that assigns a value to every letter of the alphabet, and the values of the letters of a word are added together to produce a sum. As it turns out, the gematria for the Emperor Nero's full name results in the number 666. This, along with other evidences, leads many scholars to believe that the author of Revelations was referring to Nero when he said, "For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. What scholars don't know is that if you sum the digits in 666, you get the number 18. And if you turn the 1 sideways, it looks like a... The simple gematria for misplaced faith is 126. This also happens to be the simple gematria for only one God, Lord of Light, and Keanu Reeves. So it seems like my name should only bring about positive energy. But it's also the simple gematria for witch hunt, devil horns, and cult suicide. Isn't it interesting how a single symbol can be decomposed to multiple messages with very different meanings? Gematria reminds me of anagrams, which can also return some spooky results. For example, if you rearrange the letters in 12 plus 1, you can get 11 plus 2. In fact, the most evil person ever to exist, he who shall not be named, came up with his shall not be named via an anagram of Tom Marvolo Riddle. I am Lord Voldemort. Ironically, I ram old Voldemort is also an anagram of Tom Marvolo Riddle, but that would have stolen all the thunder from erotic Harry Potter fanfiction. Interestingly, in order to maintain the anagram as Harry Potter was translated, Voldemort's prior identity had to be changed. In French, the name of the character Tom Marvolo Riddle changes to Tom Elvis Jedusor. This goes to show that no matter how much meaning we put into a symbol, symbols won't always convey the meaning across cultures. In the West, the number 13 is often seen as unlucky, so much so that floor numbers of buildings and even aisles of airplanes can skip the number altogether. However, in the East, the same practice is done with the number 4, since it bears an uncanny resemblance to the word death. This looks like a Ouija board, but it is not a Ouija board. I'm running this code from my computer that renders images of each of the elements of a Ouija board in a web page. A Ouija board typically has the words yes and no, the letters of the alphabet, a full set of digits, and the word goodbye. These symbols are used to perform automatic writing, or what some would call divination, mediation, or speaking with spirits. Some studies have been performed to test the validity of Ouija boards, such as an eye tracking test conducted just last year. If you're interested in Ouija boards, I would highly recommend Rationality Rules' video on the topic. Many view Ouija boards as evil and demonic, and fundamentalist Christian protesters have even tossed the boards in with copies of Harry Potter for a good old-fashioned book burning. While I don't personally believe that Ouija boards are evil or demonic, I am concerned that they are borderline racist. What about spirits that don't speak English? How are they to communicate with angsty teenagers looking for something to do in a podunk town?
What's your name?
What the
This code I'm running on my computer actually solves that problem. It uses Unicode assets to pull in the known symbols of any documented language and render them into the virtual Ouija board. You can see that it handles Latin scripts with diacritic marks, and even symbols that do not exist in the English language. However, there is something about rendering the board in Japanese that makes the board lose its sense of spookiness to me. This rendering includes kanji symbols, which greatly increases the number of characters, as you can see, but perhaps it's the thought of a group of people running back and forth down a 50-foot table to land on the character suggested by the mediated spirit that just makes me smile. However, the first systems of automatic writing were actually found in China. Clearly, I haven't done enough research to understand how automatic writing in logographic languages work, and isn't that really the spookiest of all? Are symbols spooky because of meaning we give them, or is there something about them that is truly evil? There's only one way to find out. Hello? Can you hear me? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe for more content. You can follow me on Twitter at misplaced_faith.